July 2nd, 2023. I'm out not as early as I wanted to be because it will indeed be hot today, with a rather ambitious list. Not only does coming later mean that there's more noise around here, as you guys will hear in these videos, but also that it's hotter. But I got almost to the range and realized that I left the microphones at home. This being the 4th of July weekend, it's like, you know, I should probably get the microphones, not chance it on trying to do it without. So I'm glad I did it because every bay is full. My ambitious list for the day, I've got 2 complete pistols, a build, and a couple other stuff. The first one is the American Performance Firearms Strike 1 Speed. That's right, the formerly Arsenal Firearms Strike 1, reviewed and loved just in time for them to disappear. In fact, I picked up this one after they had disappeared from the market. American Performance Firearms is a new importer for them, and as I'm sure you guys may have figured out, you can't call it Arsenal Firearms. Poor Arsenal Firearms of Italy came to the US with that company and was promptly met with Arsenal Inc., Arsenal Bulgaria, all kinds of other arsenals saying, no, sorry, you can't use that name here. So American Performance Firearms, even though it's not American. I'm really excited to shoot this one. I've had to wait quite some time, as the patrons know, because it turned out mine came with the wrong guide rod. It came with the standard polymer guide rod that is in the standard pistol, and it should have a steel one. They noticed that, very cool about it, very prompt to apologize and say, we'll ship you out the steel one. Well, somehow there was a mix-up, and I got sent this beefy, very heavy tungsten rod and no spring. And the spring from the existing rod doesn't work on that spring. So I called them up and they said, oh, we're sorry, we'll send you the spring. So then I get the spring, put it in, and the spring was a little bit overweighted. I couldn't get the slide block open even with an empty magazine in the gun, just in hand manipulating it. They said, oh, we see what happened. You were sent the wrong rod in the first place. So now I have the correct rod and can finally shoot this thing. The other complete firearm is the Bersa TPR 380. Essentially the Thunder 380 with some new grips and a new kind of overmold setup here that has me thinking I'm going to try the support hand forward grip on it. So that'll be interesting. I like the way it feels. And I do have an old Thunder 380 to compare it against, as well as for the magazines, because the one bummer with those Bersas, they only come with one magazine. The funky build is what you guys may have seen on Instagram. I'm calling the micro racer. We've got it ported, we've got red dot, we've got gas pedals on both sides of the grip. This is the grip, gosh, what's that term they use? Grip module, there we go. This is the basic language from Sharps Bros here in Oregon. You might know Sharps Brothers from all of their really impressive, beautiful, artistic AR receivers. They're now doing bolt gun chassis, some other stuff. And they have this grip module, which is 0.2 of an inch wider than a standard 365. Now, I know part of what people love about the 365 is its slimness, but part of the slimness also means it doesn't shoot so nice on the range. So this kind of brings you back into compact gun from a micro compact. It's, I think, a fun way to play with the versatility and modularity of the 365 system. Say you've got a 365, you don't want another firearm per se, but you want it to shoot like another gun, you can do that. On the ammo list, thanks to my local shop in Lafayette, Oregon, TJ Gun Sales, I've got both the Remington UMC basic green and white box and the Remington Range. If it's not too hot and I've still got the energy, I'll run these in the tests. Found these at the shop just after ordering the same stuff online, as well as a bunch of others. I've got, I think, 8 more loads coming, which will put us over 20 different common 9mm 115 grain range loads tested in that series over on gbgunsdepot.com. Starting to find some real winners as far as consistency, price per round, energy. It's interesting. I've been shooting this stuff for decades. Never really thought about it much. I did notice when taking a case of one brand or another to a course that sometimes recoil felt different to me. And that does make a difference over the course of a few days. So hopefully pretty soon you guys should have some pretty clear, easy to find winners as far as what's going to shoot best for your needs. And then if I can go beyond it, if I've still got any steam, got the Bull Armory TAC 425, TAC 4 1/4, now with a dot on it. Have a holster for it that finally arrived. And this is what everybody on the internet is telling you is the greatest thing ever right now, right? A red dot on a double stack 1911. I want to talk about why that is and get some discussion going as far as what people like and don't like, and why I think we're seeing this revival of the single action hammer fired guns. That may just turn into a tabletop. I don't really need to shoot to say that. I just, I realize that shooting videos tend to be a little more exciting than just some guy talking. That's what's on my schedule. I'm going to try to knock out what I can before it gets too hot. And, well, you guys will be seeing over on the main channel which of these actually get done and when they come out. If you're a patron, of course, you'll probably be seeing this stuff throughout the next week. Thanks again.